Hello there. My vacation was swell. I caught lots of dugongs. They were very tasty.
No, why are you eating the dugongs, man?
Bro, aren't they?
Yeah, they're tasty. They're like a little tough, but tasty.
Aren't they
What's the
endangered,
matter
bro?
with you?
No, they're not endangered. There's like 20 of them in Africa.
Those are definitely endangered numbers for the record.
No, because they told me there were
That's not
another
even
10
endangered
in
anymore.
Australia.
That is like
It's near
extinction level.
extinction, yeah.
Yeah.
What? No.
Like they should be kept in the zoo so that we can protect them and like nurture more.
They kept 2 alive. The more could come from that.
Yeah, how well did that work for the dodos?
Was it a male and a female pair?
I don't know, man. Do you check those things when you play Minecraft?
Yes.
Do you?
Yeah, I just
How
spam
can
the
you
left.
tell?
I
How?
just spam the left button. I spam the feed button.
That doesn't prove their gender.
They also don't have genders in Minecraft.
Exactly. See, this is the one for one.
Minecraft has been way ahead of its time for years. There are no genders in Minecraft.
They're very gender fluid creatures.
They're also like not really animals because they just divide like cells. They're just giant one-celled organisms. Anyway, welcome to the Minecraft cast.
Yeah, I'm gonna let this one ride. I don't know
Welcome
where
to the
the thread is.
Minecast, everybody.
The Mimecast? Well, why are we talking? We're a Mimecast.
This is the Minecast.
We're a mimecast. No, can we not? I don't want to do that bit. Anyway, so Jordy, thank you for joining us.
Yes,
You're
hello,
finally
hello.
fulfilling
Thank you.
your
I'm
one
a special guest here.
You were fulfilling the one promise you made so many moons ago by joining
Yeah,
us.
I said I would be here 6 months later. Guess what? Hello.
Actually,
How you doing?
did that line up? That actually might have lined
Is
up.
the timeline actually 6
Go
months?
Go check when we did the anniversary. That was the last time I was here.
Yeah, but
that would've
was the
been-
anniversary in January or was it in February?
We did that in February, I think.
Shit, I think. Wow, it did. It lined up 6
Look
months.
At that.
Look
5
at
months.
that.
5
Wow.
months.
It's almost like I'm a mastermind.
You know the best part? That wasn't even what I was referring to. I was referring to the part where you were like, the only thing I'm going to be here for is when we cover my favorite movie, Film Z, and then you will never fucking see me again.
that might be true.
That might be true.
It's only a half joke.
We might get him back. He might come back, folks.
Well, there's like one specific episode, but it won't happen for like another 3 years. So, see you then.
Another 3 years. I don't know, man. We've been cranking out the series so far. I mean, we're already on
Yeah, but
600
these
now.
kids don't know what's coming up this August.
And I know what's coming up. And let me tell you,
A lot of padding, a lot of filler.
we're slowing down, appreciating the scenery as we move on in our journey.
Wait, are we actually
Appreciate.
doing? Is this conversation
No,
for this cast?
No. We're not making an announcement yet.
I mean,
Okay,
it's
all
not
right,
an
my bad.
announcement, but this is us telling you to remember that one conversation we had that night. And as far as I
Oh.
know, we have not changed our mind on that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know we were doing that. Okay. Well,
What do you
that's
mean?
fun.
Didn't know? You were there.
He wasn't
I thought it
there.
was a
You
bit.
keep
I thought it
saying
was
He
a
wasn't
bit.
there.
he wasn't
He also
there.
wasn't there.
You keep saying that. It was me, you fuck.
Oh,
I was
wait,
there.
you were there that night?
Yes, it was me. You.
Well, why the fuck were you
Goddamn
there
it.
and not Brendan? Brendan's the guy who's supposed to like know
Because he
everything.
left. He was like sleep time and then went to sleep.
And then he didn't go to sleep. He was still in
And
the
then
chat.
he didn't. He
chatting
went
it
to
up.
the Discord and like memed it up for like another half hour, but still.
Yeah, I had to brush
Fucking
my teeth
goon.
or whatever.
And then he was replaced by Devin, who proceeded to not pay attention in the slightest anyway.
He was also not here. He should be here.
Devin was also definitely not there
Devin,
that
who was
night.
also supposed to be here and is probably asleep. These are
We've
all
been
facts.
recording for like 8 minutes, and I'm pretty sure we haven't said a fucking word about this movie.
This is all prime time material. This is all important, all right?
We
This
watched
is
the movie.
lore. This is lore building for our audience, okay?
This is lore building for the audience. Yeah, we're turning over a new leaf. We've got.
If it's one thing they definitely wanted, it's lore.
Yeah,
You say that so sarcastically as if that's exactly not what they're asking for.
I mean, sometimes they ask about our lore, but they're not asking like constantly about like every fucking thing.
My
that we're doing
lore
for
is the
cast.
podcast lore. They are one and the same.
Wow, you need more lore. we need to get the writers on your background or something.
Listen, there's a writer's strike, bro. Like, there's only so much lore I myself can produce for you. Like, the Writers Guild, they're on strike, understandably so. So, like, I can't pay someone to, like, actually write me good content, you know?
Wait, oh yeah, the writer's strike's on. Or I'm sorry, the writer's strike. The Writers Guild is on strike. Is that why we don't have a summary this week?
Is that why Streaker Invasion is such garbage?
I didn't see it
well,
myself.
they only went on strike about a month ago, so...
Oh, never
Yeah,
mind.
no, there anything that's coming out that's like new has been long since like in the hopper. So like right now they're at like a standstill where like there's no new shit being written, right?
If you're hearing this and you haven't seen it, it's bad.
Oh, no, there's new stuff being produced. It's just being produced by a team of people with no expertise or people who are shills. So, you know, or scabs, scabs.
Right. Yeah. There's also that. So anyway, this is the One Piece cast. We watched the movie this
Yeah.
week. Film Z.
We gotta pad some more little. Christian Little stepped out real quick.
Oh, he did? What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, bye, Christian.
He could have just said "be right back." Like it's not like it. Does it matter? Do the audience be like, "No, he said be right back. Now we gotta wait."
Well, I mean, I don't think we have to wait. I mean, you could just like give the summary anyway. What does he care?
Christian, you're back. Speak.
Yeah, I'm here. I don't know why it needed to be called out that I took 30 seconds to do something.
I don't. Jordy be like that sometimes.
I know. Jordy felt the need to do it.
No, look. You literally left the moment we were about to start the summary. Like you were like,
not
"Be right
sound
back,"
like it.
and I was like, "Oh no."
That was not the direction that this conversation was trending towards.
It's like when you're watching a sports broadcast and we're ready to shoot it back to the game, like, with the observer.
That's not true at all.
Except League Ops just told you, hey, we're not ready to go.
Brendan has mentioned the title Film Z or One Piece at least 3 times to try and get us to start this fucking podcast, and we ignored him all 3 times.
And now we were ready to finally listen to him.
Chance. No, there was zero. We weren't listening to him.
You'll hear it.
You were talking. You were talking.
You'll hear it back, Christian.
That's fine, but just because you started, it doesn't mean it was going to happen. Justin walks away from his mic like once a month, and I specifically don't point it out to the audience just because like there's no point. But the first time I do it ever, Jordy goes,
"This isn't the first time you've done
left. It's second at most."
Even if it wasn't his first time, it was the first time in a long time. Ergo, his previous transactions no longer. His previous record has been expunged. All right, Your Honor.
All that shit you were talking about across the Spider-Verse, this getting cut anyway. There's no way Dylan just leaves that shit in there.
Dylan, you cutting this? He said no. He squeaked twice.
We'll see how. He says it now, but we'll see what he feels like when he goes and listens to that garbage. Talking about the Writers Guild, nobody cares.
I care about the Writers
People
Guild.
Care. Fuck you. You know what? You're gonna care when your new season of your favorite show comes out and it's absolute trash, and you're like, "Wow, what happened to my show?
We're done
with
the Writers Guild. Enough."
We support the Writers Guild of America out here.
That's fair.
Nah, they're kind of lame. Okay.
You are about to get so much hate.
Don't bite, Justin. Let it go.
Filmzy.
Burn about the steak, kids.
Hold on, let me get a little sippy of water here.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
You remember when he said he was ready?
Nom, nom, me.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Top-notch animation, creatively thrilling action sequence, and a pinch of controversy. Film Z is what One Piece could be if we all collectively decided to demand for more. More time for the animators to safely work their magic. More lewd scenes of men in bathhouses. More dancing Robin. We need more. A movie packed with so many iconic moments that every One Piece movie after this tries to replicate its genius. Oda claims the story isn't canon, but we all know he's full of it. He's always winny, wobbly, and all that stuff. If you're a One Piece fan, then you absolutely need to see this. If you're not a One Piece fan, then you really need to see this. What should you expect from this movie, you ask? I'm glad you did. Here's the highlights. Dope intro sequence, fight choreography, high quality cinematography, music, lewd stuff, mech stuff, fashion stuff, baby Chopper. Need I say more? Is there some unfortunate Sanji dialogue? Who's to say? You get the idea. This is basically peak One Piece, and I won't hear otherwise. I will not take any questions or concerns from the audience.
Well, all right.
Will or will not?
Don't you hate Chopper?
A little, yeah, sure.
I didn't know you hated Chopper. Well, maybe I did
Baby
know
Chopper's like a whole other mood, though.
that. Baby Chopper, that's a different mood entirely.
I don't feel like Chopper. I feel like Chopper should have been reverted to an egg, like in his mother's womb. There's no shot Chopper is older than 12.
He shouldn't have been an egg. He should have reverted back to his pre-fruit form because it's like a time thingy, 12 years behind.
There's no way
He should have been
Chopper's
a deer.
12 years old, though.
Chopper's like 16.
There's no way he's 16.
I don't even
You're
believe that.
lying
I
to
know they
me.
said he was like 15 in that movie. I don't believe that for a fucking
You're
second.
lying to me. And even if it says 16 on his wiki, they're lying.
Let's see. Look at the wiki. Age 17 after time skip. He is 15
It's
before
fucking
time skip.
crazy.
So he is
That's
effectively,
lunacy.
what is he? 5 years old in the movie.
He's
It's
5 years old. In the
lunacy.
movie.
I don't know what math you just did because it takes off 12 years. He's 17 post time skip, which I believe this film takes
Is right
place,
now.
right? So he would be 2 years old in this movie after Return Fruit.
No,
Nani?
he would be
12
5.
years, you clowns.
12
Yes,
years.
17 minus 12. Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh,
The
God.
fishiest of brains.
Holy. We're
For
starting
anyone
off.
wondering what my test scores look like for any math class I've taken ever, there you
Holy
go.
shit!
Fucking Christ.
Wow.
Oh my God.
And this is why I hire an accountant to do things.
I need you to tell me how old Nami is.
She is, I believe,
time skip.
19 post. Same age as Luffy.
Her age is fine. Chopper's age is lunacy. He's not 17.
Okay, Sway.
I mean, I agree with
He's
Christian.
not 17.
He's not 17.
She's also 20, by the way.
I know. All right,
Oh, my
fine,
bad.
whatever. I don't care. It was about the relation. The fact that there's a 3-year age gap there is nonsense.
Why is it nonsense? He's just like
He doesn't act 17 at
Because he's a baby.
he acts
Yes,
like
exactly.
I don't know,
Exactly.
man.
He acts like a 12-year-old.
Listen, man, they coddle him too much. That's why he hasn't developed this.
He's been like this.
The hardness that
He's
Zoro
been
has.
like
all right?
this. Of all the things they've been through, he should have a more hardened, grislier side. It's good that he doesn't because we've got enough of that on the crew.
Maybe he almost developed that, and then he discovered cotton candy, and he was like, "Wait a minute, fluffy, sweet
It's
stuff.
insane.
That's what's
It's
up."
insanity.
Gotta
No
enjoy
part
the
of
simpler things in life.
Chopper, both whether deer form or, devil fruit hybrid form, screams 15 years old or whatever.
No, but Christian is onto something. He should be acting more mature. We should have a mature Chopper. Maybe that's why people hate him so much.
I think he's pretty mature. I mean,
you're
he's,
people.
It's you. It's literally just
you
you.
are people.
yeah.
Sure.
I'm not saying that he should act more grizzled and more 17 years old. I'm saying that his canon age should be like 12.
Hey, man, people can have a bubbly personality at 17, all right?
I've never seen that in a day in my life.
I've seen plenty.
Every 17-year-old is angsty and willing to stab me.
That is not true. That's your
Come on,
experience, sir.
that is absolutely not true. There are plenty of bubbly personalities at 17. All right, so let's talk about the movie. So our villain in this movie, his name is Zed, by the way. He was a former.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like Zeyphr, and then like
Okay, so I'm just gonna peel back the curtain on you guys. You realize that in other English languages, they do call it Zed. Like Canadians will say Zed for Z.
Yeah,
like,
but
this is
they're
a
wrong.
thing.
right. But the week you said Zeyphr, like Z-E.
Right. So his
PH.
real
Right,
name
that's his name.
is Zeyphr, and then he nixed all the effer, and he just goes by Z, otherwise known as Zed, because there are plenty of English-speaking or otherwise languages that refer to it as a Z instead of a Z. This is not an uncommon thing. So I'm not going to stand for this, like, draw a line in the sand. It's Z, not Zed. Yeah, for maybe us dumb Americans.
I didn't try to correct you, right?
Nah,
I said
I
it's
saw this
weird.
motherfucker in the back who was like, it's Z. Actually,
All right, that's him. All right, never mind him. He can't even math
you're
properly.
you're the one who brought this conversation up, Jordy. I don't want to try to pin
Yeah.
this on
I
him.
was no. I wasn't correcting the man. I was just saying it's weird. I hate the way there's like 8 different ways of pronouncing this man's name.
There's like a sum total of 3.
So in other countries, not America, or rather, not the United States,
that is correct.
Yeah.
Z is Zed.
I'm just personally more annoyed because I
This is
had
news to me.
I have a bunch of notes and I had to constantly shift between the two, and now I'm like all combobulated about it.
Dude, tell me about it. I'm combobulated every time you fucking talk to me. I'm just kidding.
That's crazy.
No. You don't have to be kidding.
So our villain here is his real name is Zeyphr, and he goes by Zed in this film. So what this movie brought to the table, unlike our previous stuff, so we didn't have a pirate villain for once. How about that though? That's kind
Round
of
of
fun.
applause.
Villain
Round of
feels
applause.
like a strong word.
Right. So antagonist is like what he really is. I'm just saying villain, like, for posterity or whatever.
He tried to kill billions of people. That's a villain.
No, he's a villain.
Actually,
he was killing innocent people.
That's pretty true. Yeah, he was like, no holds bars. I'm gonna fucking murder everybody.
What is this?
But like,
This man.
the Straw Hats are pirates, and pirates.
Justin, he killed thousands of innocent people.
This man brings up the pitchfork for like Onohara or whatever it's called, and then like nothing here. What?
All I'm saying is, this man was wronged by so many things and so
Oh
many
my
people
God.
and so
This
many
man
systems.
has
Oh my God.
trauma, so he's
Yes.
allowed to kill as many
Oh,
people as he wants.
No.
He is trying to reset his verse. And you know what? Given his circumstances, I'm not totally mad at him.
Wow. Okay. So
I
now I
can't.
know what side of the aisle Justin leans on. I didn't
This is,
realize that
this is the argument he has always gone for. I don't know if you've ever heard it
That's
before.
not true.
Hold on.
No,
That's
no,
not
no.
an option, Christian. But also, Brendan, do not take this as some like concrete stance I'm standing on. I will gladly jump ship at any given time, at any given moment. All right.
That's true. Look. Let me give Akainu literally it's the exact same character, and this man hates him with a passion.
Yeah, but you know what other character he also idolized?
See, no, Akainu doesn't have trauma. He's just a piece of shit.
You don't know that? You don't know his backstory?
Jordy, you're probably right.
Fisher Tiger and Z are the same character.
No.
They are.
No, they're not.
They're revolutionaries, both of them.
That
and they're
is
killing
such
innocents, both of them.
Fisher Tiger was not killing innocents.
To be fair, I don't think Fisher Tiger went out of his way to murder any innocents.
But he was going to do it. He
wasn't. Yes,
he was. He was at the breaking point.
The one that was reckless was fucking
Hody. Hold on. We're
Arlong.
flaming our man out here. I think a cornerstone of one of his character things was that he refused to actually murder anybody on principle, but he wanted
Except
to.
Himself.
He wanted to.
But but he couldn't let go of the hatred that he held. The same way Zed can't let go of the hatred he has for pirates.
That's a parallel.
It's the same
sure,
ideal.
you could make that argument. That does not make them the same fucking character.
It makes them more or less
Very
the same
similar.
character.
They're in the same class.
They have a parallel. That does not make them the same.
They have several parallels. It's not just about the one.
Okay, so Zed, he's a defected Marine, and he's this super well known. He raised a bunch of the Marines, whatever. He raised all the admirals. He's super well known, and he defected and was like, I'm going to destroy the New World because pirates fucking ruined my life. So that's essentially the plot that we have at
No.
I
think you said that wrong.
You're underplaying this man's trauma, all right? No. Not only look, let me go down here.
Go ahead.
I'm a Jordy on here. Let him cook.
Look.
Go ahead and cook.
He was raised through the perils of the Marines, right? And
he believed in the justice we Marines stand for more than anyone I've ever met.
Then why would he do something like this? It makes him no better than a murderer.
There was an incident.
What happened?
Zeyphr was an earnest man. No matter how dangerous the battle, he was always on the front lines ahead of his subordinates. He risked his life fighting our strongest adversaries without so much as a second thought. He was promoted to Admiral at a very young age. He married, had a child, and did extraordinary work as a Marine.
And then he was like, you know what? I'm going to have a family. He had a family. He lived a happy life. They got murdered. Wife, child, kaput, murdered by a pirate. You know what he said? He didn't go, I hate pirates and I'll kill innocents now. No. He said, I must dedicate to the cause.
Zeyphr knew full well the gravity of his position as a Marine Admiral. So despite being stricken with grief, he buried his hatred deep in his heart and immersed himself in his work. Years went by without incident. Zeyphr retired from the front lines and spent his days training young Marines. Every officer you can name was a student of his. His passion for teaching was just as great as his passion for justice. He was like a father to a whole generation of Marines.
I want to raise heroes to protect this world.
But then he faced another tragedy and lost his family again.
And then he taught students, which I love. We can go more into that afterwards. And they got murdered. And then he still doubled down, tripled down, and said, no, I must remain steady.
But they still couldn't keep the man down. Marine scientists replaced his arm with a weapon designed to fight against devil fruit users. And so he did. Zeyphr and his surviving pupils organized a flying column and hunted down every pirate they could find with powers. Even then, he found a new way to pursue his justice, and he kept his faith in the strength of the Marines, never submitting to his despair.
Only when the Marines themselves betrayed him did he switch sides. So he hates everybody, which I think I'm a little bit more on Justin's eye here, kill everybody, I guess. But still a villain. That's a villain act right there.
I am mostly on board with what Jordy said, mostly because I feel like you got, a little wishy-washy somewhere in there. But the main points I took away from, he was clearly, personally wronged by pirates and piracy in general, right? Obvious, of course. He then feels betrayed by the system he works for and dedicated his life to. So what the fuck does he have left in this world?
Before you continue your thought, can you explain for the audience what did the government do that made him feel betrayed?
The pirate that had murdered Zeyphr's pupils had his crimes excused and was invited by the world government to become one of the 7 warlords of the sea.
What?
Zeyphr disappeared from the Marines along with a team of his loyal supporters. We heard nothing from him until the man called Zed reappeared in the New World. He and the Neo-Marines held a deep grudge against pirates as well as the Navy that had failed him. If we were unable to uphold justice, he'd take matters into his own hands.
You Marines are useless! Weak!
Is that why he calls himself Zed now instead of Black Arm Zeyphr like he was before?
Hard to say. Doesn't matter, I suppose. But Zed is a man with no doubt in his heart, and a fearsome enemy to face. That much I know.
They made the person who killed his subordinates a warlord.
Man.
It was his family, wasn't it?
No. It was his students. The one that kills all his students became a warlord.
Thought it was his family.
I kind of thought it was his family too, but
You see how much trauma this man has endured? You see this?
Okay,
I'm
well,
pretty sure it was his family.
I just wanted that out on the field so that everyone knows. Okay, Justin, you may continue your thought. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I appreciate that because I didn't even remember that detail specifically. Thank you.
Okay.
I knew the impact. I did not remember the specific event that caused that. But yes, like I said, I was just trying to explain what I picked up from Jordy's statement here and why I agree with him. And this is all just to say that Zed was right all along.
I like how you didn't actually remember his driving force, but you'd think he's right all along.
Listen, I saw this movie last week and then also tried to watch it again like 2 days ago. All right. I have other things. All right. I took as many notes as I could.
I mean, he is definitely a villain, though. So he had the I guess
misunderstood.
He had the confidence and the I don't know the ability, the strength to overcome a lot of this like this terrible fucking shit that's happened with him. And when you take your trauma and you make it the world's problem, you are still toxic. I understand that you have issues or that there's like problems with you as a person that are outside of your control that you find unfair. But when your problems become the world's problems, it doesn't matter what your reasons are. You are the issue. Just so we're clear.
Potential counterpoint
that is what makes
here.
him a villain.
Potential counterpoint. I don't think that Z is like a unique person in terms of like the trauma he's experienced. Like, I'm sure we could find some other Marine or just some other random civilian who faced the exact same kind of impact. Pirate, kill their family. For all we know, that same pirate that got promoted to warlord and personally wronged Z probably wronged somebody else. I think there are a lot more Z's out in the world than we're giving credit for. That's what I'm saying.
Question.
What can I do for you?
Look in the chat and read the first sentence of that statement, please.
I'll be right back.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Wait, what?
No, I was the last thing that I saw was what I said before. Anyway, joke that nobody got aside. Shortly afterwards, the pirate who had taken his arm and his crew was nominated by the government to become a warlord of the sea. So Jordy was correct.
Poof, meat pudding.
Oh, this is what you were on about? Okay, that's fine.
Yes, we just wanted to be proven right.
Okay.
Do not test me on the knowledge of this movie. I've seen it more times than you were born.
I mean, he was only born once. What?
All right, I'm honestly sick and tired of hearing either of you two giving anything. Christian, what did you think of the movie?
I thought it was good.
Yeah,
good. Thank you.
Thought it was a good movie.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Where do you feel like it was better or worse than Baron? Because Baron's still your favorite one, right? Or was before this, I guess.
It still is.
It still is.
You would say Baron Master is still your favorite of all these?
I would definitely say that Baron Matsuri. It's kind of close. I'll admit that Film Z is definitely the second best movie we've watched so far.
Yeah, I think it's no question.
There's not much to choose from.
There is not much to choose from. It was not a high bar, but it did exceed it by a lot. The third place movie is nowhere close to Film Z. I'll say that also.
Yeah.
That? Wait. I want to know what that is.
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Oh, damn. Not even Strong World? You're not even going to take Strong World in there?
I like Strong World. I still like Strong World.
It's all right.
I don't remember the plot to Strong World.
It is pretty freaking.
To be fair, I don't remember the plot to almost any of the other ones we watched besides the two. Omatsuri. I remember there was an island that Chopper was like the king of for a little while. And there was some other kid there too. Mokuba. Yeah. He was like, They were like king of the animals or whatever. Maybe that's my third favorite movie.
No, you like the one with the shovel guy, right? The Dead End Adventure or whatever with the Candy Man.
Candy.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that one was pretty good. Is that the one? Is that the one where we got Zoro's friend from his?
No,
that was a separate movie entirely. Yeah,
that was a different one.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't like that one.
That was the next one, actually, the fifth.
Yeah.
All right. Well, timeline aside, we watched it live with our Discord chat, and I avoided the side chat like the plague. But after it was done, I glanced very briefly before leaving, and somebody or the group was talking about how this is like quintessential One Piece, and I agree with that. This is very much like the most One Piece has felt in a long time.
I agree. Yeah.
Expand if you can.
Just like the kind of goofiness of it, especially out of the beginning of the movie, combined with the way the plot progresses and the kind of story beats that are hit, felt like it felt like an arc condensed down to a movie, but like done really well. Not like the actual movies they have for that, like episodes of Nami and Chopper. Those are like fine, but knowing what the episodes were like, not condensed, the episodes are better than the movies. But this feels like a very good consolidation of an arc into basically 2 hours of your time, with a villain that you'll remember, and a budget like no other movie they've had so far.
Oh God, dude. So I know we haven't said a fucking word about it, but the animation in this movie, so we did watch it like as a team on our Discord, so there were a couple of things like frame rates dropped here and there, but I don't really think it matters because this movie goes fucking bonkers.
It's very
with animation.
fluid. This is a very fluid movie.
There are
which is kind of the theme with most of the movies. They do tend to do that where they put more effort into it, so you get more frames for your money. But this movie, among all of them, stands out as just like there was a lot of love put into the way they made characters flow around your screen.
Literally anytime Zeyphr or Zed rather was fighting like the Marines or like Borsalino or whatever, anytime that shit was happening, the camera was doing insane motion and movements. That was just so much fun.
Yes.
What a wonderful surprise to see my old teacher after all these years. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Borsalino, I keep telling you, you rely on your glint powers too much. If you won't learn your lesson, I'll have to beat it into you!
You always were a strict instructor, weren't you? Isn't that right, Master Zeyphr?
The man they called Zeyphr is dead. My name is Zed!
I will say my one, I'm glad we got it, but it doesn't make any sense. The fact that we got the C train in this movie, I'm here for it. It shouldn't be here though.
What do you mean?
What's that? Who said that? Ooh.
There is literally zero way that train is in the new world. It can't be there.
It shouldn't be in the new world.
It can't be there.
What's to say they don't have technology out there?
They would have had to make another hole in the red line, and then they would have no reason to have gone through Fishman Island.
Okay, hold on. Why are you assuming that's all one giant connected line? Like, have you not seen a train in a real world? Not every train track is interconnected.
That like the entire plot of Frankie's backstory, though, was like they just barely finished the one line?
Yeah.
It was actually a great transportation system for Marines, and guess what happens to the Marine base after time skip?
It moves.
They got switched to the new world. So what can you suppose from that? They moved the train system as well over there.
Okay, I don't think that's true.
I don't think it's that simple.
I don't think they did not pick up the train and put it in the new world because
they didn't take the same
they
train.
just took
They
that
built
same
a whole new
technology
one.
and just built their own fucking track.
So this is okay. I understand where you're coming from, and I'm going to give you this one counterpoint. They said the C train in the movie. Now I understand that might be semantics, but they said the C train. Which
that's like saying the boat. Let's get on the boat. There's not one boat.
Yeah, so go take the train. There's not just one train. It's a train.
I just found it a little jarring because that was just like, oh look, hey,
is that really what's hitting you? Is the fact that they said the C train? I was like, C train.
It sounds
nice.
like he's upset that no one gave Tom credit, and I can respect that.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying, dude. I feel like there's a little bit of like, I just don't love in every medium when like we have this like critical like MacGuffin that like could only ever be made once.
That was the MacGuffin.
I don't know. I'm just saying MacGuffin like as if I know what the fuck that even means with narratives. But
it's like the big sparkly thing everybody's after. It was actually the little explodey pods.
Well, in this movie, yeah, you're right. The MacGuffin would have been the explodey
is like
pods.
the get out of jail free card type of deal here.
Right. I just say words, man. All right, just let me be. Anyway,
that's like in the first Spider-Verse movie, since we brought it up earlier, where the Peter Parker from the other world calls the goober. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah, that's fair. So anyway, I don't love in every narrative or like medium when they take like this incredible thing that could only ever be achieved with like the harshest of conditions once, and then they're just like, oh, and now it's like commonplace in like other areas. I just don't love that energy all the time. At least not without the same sacrifice.
I do want to take a pause here since it surprisingly got brought up. Little quick fact here. During that panel, that shot of the sea train on, I think it was the second island, you can see a sign that reads Magnetic Signal Company, Los Angeles, California, making this the first real-world location and reference in One Piece.
It also does the first fashion thingy.
Yes.
If you see the clothing, it says Armani in the back.
It's Armani Exchange.
Giorgio Armani or Armani Company, however you want to refer to that brand. They were specifically tapped for creating the wardrobe for the Straw Hats.
So many people knew. They all knew that things were cooking. They all knew. Avril Lavigne is in this movie.
Yes, she is. Since we're going through all these,
One Piece has been going for like a decade at this point.
You don't see this. You don't see this type of love in any of the other properties of One Piece.
Literally, like One Piece is the first and potentially gold standard. Anyway, speaking of Avril Lavigne, as you already mentioned, she was featured on the soundtrack. She performed 2 songs. The first was a cover of "Bad Reputation" by, is it Joan or Joanne Jett? I'm not familiar how to pronounce her name. She's Fans Armors. Everyone knows "Bad Reputation." And she also covered How You Remind Me by Nickelback, which I think is funny because she later married Chad Kroeger. I don't know if she was married to him at this time.
I didn't know that.
I also didn't know that, actually. A guy on Nickelback, don't worry about
the lead
it.
singer.
I figured, but I didn't know,
I'm pretty sure he's the lead singer.
He is the lead singer, yes.
How do you call it? I think Oda personally heard that cover and was like, "Oh my God, I love you, Avril Lavigne."
And then he did what do you call it? He basically drew Avril Lavigne in One Piece art form. It was actually really good. It's on our social media channel if you want to go check it out.
Yeah, no, the Avril Lavigne songs in this movie go hard, dude. Probably one of my favorite parts of the entire fucking film.
It's really good. I have no other reference for that Reputation song anymore. I don't remember what the other one sounds like.
He doesn't remember what Joanne Jett sounds like, but he knows what Avril Lavigne sounds like.
Yeah, dude.
That's fair.
I mean, honestly,
I've watched this movie more times than I've heard that song.
I believe that.
I honestly wouldn't even doubt that. So we haven't really talked much about the what the Straw's purpose was in this film. So they're just kind of vibing.
Before you say that, I just want to give a hot take. Okay. These Straw Hats are the weakest part of this movie. They could be entirely removed in this entire movie and the plot would be similar.
Would you say Straw Hats, you mean everybody but Luffy?
No, everybody.
I don't know about that.
If Luffy had, because their whole purpose was getting themselves back to normal and they were chasing down Z and all that stuff. But if they weren't there, the Marines themselves would have just handled the situation. We would have had a big fight at the end with the Marines. Luffy did not have to be there. None of them had to be there, which I feel like would have been a much more like compelling movie if it was just purely Marines. And if we had Kobe as the main character, that would have been like, wow. Like,
okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, so what you're suggesting is like without the Straws, we could have still had a similar conflict play out. Yes, that I would agree with. I wouldn't say that like the Straws had no purpose being here. I liked a lot of the stuff.
They really had no purpose. Their purpose was they ran into Z and then they had to go find them again because they didn't like with how they ran into it.
Because they were upset the last time.
They didn't care about stopping it. They didn't care. They just wanted to go back to normal.
They're like, hey, you fucked up my ship, and more importantly, I have to beat you in a fight now.
That was pretty much it. Like their existence there had very.
It was purely personal vendetta.
Kuzan at the end was pretty much ready to step up in case Luffy went down.
I think you're kind of right. Speaking of Kuzan, though, yeah, he was front and center in this movie, man.
Hell yeah!
It's actually really refreshing.
Hell yeah, nice. Hell yeah!
I fucking love Kuzan so much.
Also, by the way, I don't think we mentioned it either. We watched this film in dub, so I got to listen to Kuzan's silky smooth English voice actor.
I watched it the second time. It's actually pretty good.
The rare times I would say give sub a chance as well. Both of them are just equally impactful.
I love this movie either way, but I have a fondness for that dude in Film Z. It's basically perfect because he sings like the song and about like it's like the shanty or something like that. It's fantastic. Fucking look it up if you haven't heard it already. It's so fucking good.
You know, I used to really hate that song. It's morbid. It might honor fallen Marines, but it never gave me any sense of peace.
I'm sorry, friend. I'm too stubborn. I won't stop.
You saying you're willing to die?
If that's what it takes, there's an evil in this world that the Marines don't have the courage to destroy. Someone's got to stand up for justice no matter the cost. Well, anyway, I need to get going. But if we meet again, we should have a drink. Now kindly stay out of my way. I don't want to kill you.
Me either. Master Zeyphr.
But yeah, the straws are just kind of like vibing until Zeyphr shows up and goes like, "Hey." Actually, I really like the opening scene too with when they pick him up. So at first, Zed's looking for these stupid stones to blow up 3 islands, and if he blows up 3 islands, a bunch of volcanoes go up. That's his master plan. That's how he's going to destroy the world.
Not a villain.
Not a villain, though.
Not a villain, by the way. But after he destroys the first one, this is the opening scene of the movie. He destroys the first one in a face-off against the Marines, and he just washes ashore, like in the ocean, like randomly, and the straws find him. At first, he's like, "Yo, hey, I feel so much better." And then Chopper is being like, "Yo, hey, I'm your doctor. Like, how you feeling, bud?" And he's like, "I feel great, Dr. Chopper. You're the fucking best."
Anyway, thanks for the treatment. You really saved me. Looks like I washed up in the right place. Huh, Doctor?
It's Chopper.
Good work, Dr. Chopper. I'm glad I'm in such skilled hands.
Flattery won't get you anywhere with me, you bastard.
And you must be the captain, young man.
You can tell that?
You bet I can. I've worked with a lot of fellas your age. You might say I'm good at spotting talent.
Bro, Z is so chill.
He puts on the teacher persona real quick.
Yeah, he does.
I gotta say something. Z, in the first few minutes when he's interacting with Chopper, he's real cute.
Dude, he's adorable, right? That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, this is what makes him endearing. Like, right out the gate, they are making this, like, monstrous motherfucker with this giant robo arm who just got done stealing a bomb off of like a secret military base, and then they just give him so much heart and character with the straws for like the next 5 to 10 minutes until we unfortunately get to the part where Luffy's opens his dumbass's mouth and goes like, "Well, we can't really take you to like, you know, the nearest Navy base or whatever because we're pirates. We'll get in trouble for that." And he's like, "Oh,
Nami, get outside!
Give it your best. That sea prism stone hurts like hell.
Stand up! Before I eliminate you, look me in the eye and tell me why you became a criminal.
Because I'm going to be king of the pirates, that's why.
King of the pirates. Don't make me laugh, boy!
Knowing now how hockey works, can you guys just like imagine the power level coming out of this man? And that's why Zoro and Luffy were like smiling, like, "Oh no, this guy's awake. I feel it. You feel that, Sanji? You feel that?"
They're like looking at each other. They're like, "Oh shit, wait a minute."
Zoro's got his fucking trigger finger on his sword. He's like, "Yo, this could go real south real quick if we don't play this right." And naturally, we didn't play this right, so fuck us.
His power level was definitely over 9,000.
Yes. He goes crazy and he uses like the basic like good Marine moves. He has this fancy arm, which is like his best asset, obviously, but also he's just a super ultra master of the 6 martial arts from the that we learned about a long time ago back in like Water 7.
I love it.
With CP9. He just gives everybody the hands using nothing but mastery over those powers. Even when his arm is gone, he's still giving Luffy the hands.
Yeah.
Luffy is completely outclassed by this guy in every way.
The only reason he lost because he's old. That is it.
Yeah, I mean, more or less.
He didn't have his little asthma thingy.
And if he still had the arm, like he would have crushed him too, but we had to get rid of the arm to give Luffy even a fighting chance.
What, Lucy? Who's
Lucy? Might as well.
Might as well be. I do think that the arm being destroyed was the real W that Luffy got in this, because I don't think he won the fight, right? I feel like at the end of the movie, it's supposed to be more of like this like understanding between like two brawlers that like, hey, I concede. But I do think that if they would have kept going, it wouldn't have just been like an easy victory for Luffy. But at the time, when he destroyed the arm, the game was completely changed. And at that point, Zed was like, you know what? You win. I don't want to do this right now.
He's like, I'm too old.
I'm too old for this. And then right after that, like we cart Luffy away because the Marines are gathering around him to end him now. And Zed doesn't want to go down without a fight. So then he still gives the Marines hands for another like 10 minutes.
Yeah, but he liked Luffy though. I like this one sideline when they were fighting. At first, like Zed is like, because what he does is he's like, wow, you're just a punk kid. Like you'll never fucking amount to anything. But then as they're fighting and it's getting closer and closer to like Luffy destroying the arm, he's like, you could fucking teach some of these Marines a thing or two about guts.
This is a stupid shonen thing. I've heard more through your punches than through your words.
There's also that, but
no, I love it.
You say
I love
shonen, but isn't this like a real thing in our world? Like, isn't that what like combat sports are all about?
Fucking machismo energy, am I right?
I don't think people have full-on conversations when they punch each other.
I learned more
I think
about
you have not watched enough UFC fights.
Point, but
He felt this spirit, all right? He felt this passion.
Right. That's the point that Justin's making anyway.
All I'm saying is, for what I've seen from combat sports people, they be expressing themselves through fists. All right, this is beyond a shonen trope. All right, it's in our real world. That's what I'm saying here.
You've changed my mind.
Justin, art imitates life. All right. Where do you think they got it from?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying. So after Zed leaves the boat, leaves them all in shambles for a minute, and Law was not here, so that joke doesn't track as much, but that's okay. After he leaves all the straws in shambles, they just kind of like they pick up the pieces. Nami gets sent to age 8, I think, something like that, and then Robin gets sent back to age, I assume, like 18.
She was 18.
Yeah, 18. And then
there was not much of a difference other than like she just got smaller for some reason.
Like, I guess just like filled down.
You fill out as you age.
This does happen. Yeah, I mean these are like real things. I did find it funny. So in addition to Chopper, Robin, and Nami, one of the ongoing jokes in this movie was that Brooke as well was aged downward 12 years, and literally nothing changed.
He doesn't look a day over 70. I mean, 60.
I just, something about that stupid fucking bit really tickles me in this movie.
Actually, this is a remarkable change indeed. 12 years younger! It's a miracle! Look! My hair has the luster it had when I was merely 70! Would you like to touch it?
It looks the same! How can we tell since you dye your hair anyway? So even though we lost, you're still happy she hit you with that attack?
And even if we win, you want to stay that way?
Huh. When you put it that way, I suppose it's true. Wait, that's no good. I want my true age and body back, don't I?
Don't ask me!
But yeah,
he cares about his complexion, you know?
He does. He cares about his complexion.
Gotta moisturize and stuff.
I remember it's like the only thing that could change is like whether or not your afro is like a little bit firmer. And then Sanji makes the comment, we can't even fucking tell because you dye it anyway. Fucking stupid.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so then the straws, they just like get some info from here. There's a couple of cool shots. At one point, Luffy does a hockey a Conqueror's hockey thing, which is like pretty sweet. That was a cool scene. And then they chase Zeph down a couple of times. And Zephyr.
It follows the general One Piece structure. Fail twice, win the semi-win the third time.
Yeah.
Which is another thing somebody was also mentioning that night.
Yeah. Someone did say that during the movie. It was Rin. She said that like this is a very common trope in One Piece, and she's not wrong. However, the way I perceived it, it was as if she was saying it's always like this, and that's also not the case.
Mildly always like this.
It's kind of always like this.
At least for like the best villains.
But
that I agree with.
It's an interesting
like the hardest villains are the ones he has to like try 3 times.
Yeah, I think that it's kind of an interesting problem to have for like narratively, because I actually don't think I hate it when it happens with so many villains. Do you know what I mean? Or like antagonists that he has to deal with, because it helps to like set the expectation that Luffy is constantly like batting just above his class, like again and again and again. Like he's getting better and better with every new. Yeah, no, seriously, he's like moving the PR. He's moving the line a little bit every single time. But it helps it does help make it a little bit more believable that he's just constantly like getting just that much. He's getting just a little bit better every single time he tries, and he always wants to take down that guy that's like just above him, and he's like, no, like this is it. Like I fucking got this now.
I usually give him the benefit the first time around because he's trying to figure out what the gimmick of the other person is, and he's like, how do I fight you? Like, what? Let me test let me do the gum Gatland. Let me do everything. Let me do my repertoire. Oh, it didn't work. Okay, maybe we lose this one. The next one though, that's really it's the 3 that sort of gets repetitive. It's like, why not 8 times? Why can't you fight the same villain 8 times?
Why can't you do it? I don't know if I want to do it 8 times though. That's my problem.
You want more rounds?
I don't think the solution is more rounds. I think the solution is you need to make the act of putting in rounds more.
The solution can be more rounds, but like not frequently. You know, we vary up the number. I think the consistency of the number 3 here is the problem. Like sometimes we can have it. Maybe we make it 4 times once, and then, you know, maybe one time he one-shots, and then the next time it takes him 2 tries. Like, throw a little spice in there, you know?
How many times did he fight Foxy?
Only
if it was 3, that means he's the best. He's one of the best villains. I'm just saying.
I think he only ever fought him once.
I want to say at least 2.
The boxing
it
counts.
might have been
the
3.
boxing is the only time you ever fought him. That's what I'm saying.
No, he fought him before, and he got slowed.
I don't know if that's
the very, very beginning.
Well, no, that's not really a fight. They didn't fight. He just got slowed.
A confrontation.
I think it counts. I'm a Jordan.
I don't know, man.
I'm thinking he technically lost to Foxy twice.
Someone go run the tape and tell me if he's classified in 3 fight category. It'll be all the greatest villains ever, and then Foxy,
Foxy,
you know, also a pretty good villain.
Fucking goddamn it! I would give Foxy a W. I'm here for it.
Not even.
But yeah, no. The straws do their thing. They finally catch up with Zed, and then this movie had a lot of time spent also like unpacking like the Marines and like their place and all this and like their expectations.
We need more of this.
We do need more of this, man.
We don't get any of this.
This world needs to be.
This movie did more for Marine propaganda than the other rest of One Piece. Like entirely. Future and present and past.
Wait. Positive propaganda or negative propaganda?
Both. Yes.
Yes. Okay. I just want to make sure.
Depends on your outlook. Justin seems like he's ready to be a neo Marine.
Justin's
hold on. I am willing to protest the current institution and regime at play here. I don't know if I want to literally see myself become the villain of just
too bad.
So you're a villain.
2.0.
Use the word villain, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Z is not a villain. His cohorts,
what is he then?
They're following him.
He is a broken
he's
man.
The leader. Christian, he's the leader.
And I can
He's the
fix
leader
him.
of the people you just called villains. What does that make him?
Okay, so I went through the trouble trying to find facts for the movie. I have a couple things I mentioned at the end of the recording. One of the things that I came across and fell down a massive rabbit hole for, someone on the wiki wrote that they believe, I'll just write what I wrote here. Read what I wrote here, excuse me. Zeyphr may be inspired by Claude Danzy, a real-life MI6 operative known as Z. While working for MI6 prior to the outbreak of World War II, he had been very critical of the organization due to its glaring incompetence and weaknesses, and had formed a secret shadow organization that was ready to take over when the current MI6 structure would inevitably be compromised. As expected, Nazi intelligence officers had gained access to and released sensitive information about MI6 agents, and the organization quickly collapsed afterward. Within weeks, Danzy's shadow organization had taken over MI6 and saved it. Some believe that it was Danzy's espionage work that unknowingly gave the Soviet Union a winning advantage on the Eastern Front during World War II.
This guy's going a roundabout way to claim the non-villain thing again.
Also, hold on. Reading this other thing around. Sorry. No, I just thought that was a really cool fact. We don't know what Oda actually drew inspiration from, if anything at all, but I thought that was really cool.
Actually, that is actually an interesting story. I've never heard of this guy. That's a really interesting piece of history.
Good. That means he did his job right.
No, that's actually...
He was the head of intelligence.
There was a lot more really cool stuff. And I just thought it was a really cool parallel. I wanted to dig deeper, but I didn't want to let it take up too much time.
No, you're good. I mean, we got nothing but time,
That's
buddy.
pretty cool.
In fact, I don't know where else to go from
Marines.
here. I sort of feel like we
I want to go back to this Marine thing. Hold on.
All right, we're back to the Marines.
Notes. Where are my notes?
So, Garp is a vice admiral in this movie.
I think he was
I don't
always
know what that's supposed.
He's always been a vice admiral.
Isn't he always been?
I mean, yes, but like the point of
he's supposed to become retired and become an instructor at some point.
Post-war arc, it was supposed to be like him and Sengoku were going to get demoted to like, I don't know, Marine trainers or something like that.
Maybe they caught him like right as he was walking out the door. He was like, time to roll. Oh, hey, sir. Z's back.
There was the world's ending. Can you like hold on a second before you retire? Is like,
yeah, they're like, I know. Well, there was no retirement here. He was still going to work for the Navy. Like, it's not really retirement. He was still like going to be in charge of doing things, just not as important as a vice admiral anymore.
He's going to take over Z's job. He's going to train new people.
Yeah, I mean, well, kind of. Yeah, actually, that was like that. I'm pretty sure that was like the point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's like already doing that though.
Well, yeah, but like now he doesn't.
Test subject.
He was supposed to not have the title of vice admiral anymore, or so I was led to believe. But he is, and I know this movie is technically non-canon, so like, who the fuck knows? But
it's crazy, right?
I know, right? So you know, take it with a grain of salt. But Garp is a vice admiral in this post-time skip movie.
I can see a situation where one of like the 3 upper ranks, what's that called when they betray?
Admirals?
Oh, well, when they go AWOL.
Yeah, when they go AWOL, I can see a situation where like they bring back the old guard and they bring back
but he was only a vice admiral instead of an admiral.
And they're not gonna give him a new rank.
I mean, hold on. To be fair, Garp was tapped to be an admiral numerous times. He just kept declining the offer.
No. His take is like he should be retired and
he shouldn't be there in the first place.
I think they just tapped him in and they were like, "Hey, can you join us for like a week?"
I forgot who said it. I think it was Jordy. He was probably on his way out, and they were like, "Hey, before you finish your last tour on contract, we got a situation."
It's like it's like 2 hours after they told him to go be a trainer. They're like, "Hey, we got a problem. You remember that Z guy? Yeah, we're gonna need you to help us take him out." And he's like, "But I got class on Friday morning." And he's like, "No.
There may not be a Friday.
We'll put the sub in."
So I really love the small little scene we got with all of them, all the higher ups of the Marines in like one little room.
Yeah.
That is something we do not get at all enough of, or I guess at all. And then you have Smoger, Tashigi in the background. I don't know. I really love these instances where you have like mildly important characters show up in the background as not important characters. It's like this world is so expansive. They finally decided to show it off.
Yeah.
For once.
The issue has resolved itself.
No, he's alive. Everyone here knows full well he won't be defeated so easily. I understand. This is a difficult situation for all of us to face. But it's clear that Zed, or rather former Admiral Blackarm Zeyphr, most certainly survived that explosion.
In any case, we must recover the remaining Dynastones. I'm aware of the debt of gratitude we owe to Zeyphr, but this is the path he has chosen for himself. Make no mistake, he is our enemy now, and in the name of justice, we must hunt down every last man who calls himself a Neo-Marine and eliminate them.
Well, I mean, that's what fucking One Piece has working for it, which is why I find that this is what happens when you actually do the fucking 500 episode buy-in, is that you get to experience a movie like this and you actually have context for like all these weird one-off characters. Make no mistake, I think this movie is standalone enough where you do not have to have watched One Piece for most of this to make sense, to be perfectly honest. But
they do have so many little things, like in that doctor scene with Z and Chopper in the background. He has an autograph of
I forgot to put that in. You're right. Thank you for mentioning that.
An autograph of the Sogeking King in the back.
That's so good. I had no idea.
I completely forgot to write that fact down. I'm so upset.
It's just the tiny things like that. He's right. If you buy in, this is like immense, but you don't need to, and that's what sort of makes it better.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that too. With that scene where we were going through and seeing like all the Marines or whatever, and then most of them even get like a little bit of like a speaking line too, because they've all been cast at one time or another, and they're sort of like going over like Zed as, you know, a problem, or like what are they going to do about it. And it's nice because Oda has like only probably 100 fucking unique characters outside the Straws that exist in exclusively just the Marines at this point, probably named or otherwise. I think I even saw the fucking Russ guy in there when we were watching the movie.
No shot.
Yeah, I saw him. He was in the background. I saw him.
I'm telling you, they drop all these characters. Like I'll bring this up later too, but one random Marine I think he was. They put him as Commodore in the wiki because they don't actually give him rank. He was in the Marine Ford War thing only for like a brief moment, and he's in this movie in like a really pretty important scene. It's just so much fun, and I think the real like kicker through it all is just imagining Zeph pretty much teaching all these clowns. Like I like to imagine Smoker looked up to this man so much. He's like, I want a weapon. I want a sea stone weapon. Give me that.
I need sea stone in my life.
But he had at that point he had the devil fruit, and it's like, damn, I can't lose my arm. Give me the stick.
Just give me a stick. I'll make it work.
I just really like the idea of one mentor teaching all these clowns, that all these important Marines we've had throughout the series.
Yeah, I mean, that is a fun narrative choice, having the Master Roshi.
I was told that Jonathan was in this movie, and I tried so hard looking for him.
Damn, I didn't
That's
see
what I
him
was
either.
told. I could not confirm it.
I didn't see him.
He's usually like hidden some like in the back.
Yeah, I didn't notice him if he was.
I bet
he's
you
not
he was in that room.
But he's not a. So the problem with that room, though, is that it was at headquarters or whatever. And Jonathan is not a headquarters Marine. He's like
they have him. No, but they have him in like main HQ during the Marine War. He's in there.
Well, during the main war, when all hands are on deck.
No, but I mean, he's around the higher ups all the time in the main show.
Yeah, I know during like the actual war, and he like gets invited over and all that, and he's there. But that's a different situation though. Like they've purposely brought like all of these different
and now it's 2 years
people.
later, and he could have proved himself worthy of a higher position in that time.
Man, I don't think Jonathan would leave G8. He loves that place. I don't think he would leave. He's got to watch over those goods,
He's too way much of a big brain chess move guy to actually care about moving up the ladder.
Yeah, dude. Like he's just trying to be a guy.
He likes the easy chess pieces, like the easy targets, the ones that land in front of him and then they get away.
The ones that drop from the fucking sky.
The ones that drop out of the fucking sky. God, what a great filler arc. I'm going to rewatch that one day.
It is pretty good.
It was a good filler
So
arc.
yeah, all that Z stuff. And then you got to imagine the ending, when they all kill him, they watch him die. They go, I can't do anything, but we're going to let the guy who liked them the least take him out. they're I don't know, the close up when they start tearing out, I'm like, please.
Yeah.
Not like this.
It do be that way. The final shots of Zed just like fucking duking it out with all the Marines though was also quite fire. Had a great time.
And now Yasakani's sacred jewel. Borsalino. Master Zeyphr, this is farewell.
Now pay attention, boys, because Master's got one last lesson for you.
They're basically killing their father. That's basically what's happening there.
Pretty much, yeah. I also love that at the end of the movie when they're showing like all these like child characters and you're just seeing like all these Marines that when they were like actually infants.
Oh, right, in the credits.
Yeah, they were all based off of Oda's actual drawings of when people are like, hey, what did they look like when they were kids? And then he's like, say less. I'll make every single one of them.
Not canon, though.
Well, I mean, that is...
No, they're in this movie now. That makes them not canon, allegedly.
Okay, why are you always on this canon, not canon? Literally, only you are drawing any line in the sand ever.
Exactly. I'm drawing the land they are. I'm following their logic.
There's no one says a line until you open your mouth. You're the only one putting a line down.
I just want to draw attention to the fact that this movie is not canon.
Man yells at cloud for being a cloud.
I have to. This is my only train. This right here. This is where I stake my One Piece claim. Right here. Everything else, you think whatever you want.
Majority. This movie should be canon. There's so much. There's enough canon shit that either is directly presented in this movie or later becomes canonized in some regard, which I'll bring up specifically later. This movie should be canon by all intents and purposes. It's the first movie, I believe, that was directly oversaw by Oda.
No, Strong World.
And I think every other One Piece movie.
I think he did Strong World, but still, he oversaw it. He approved everything.
Yes,
especially with like Z is I believe is a canon character, right? in One Piece? Like,
so just like
Zeyphr is canon, but everything else here,
just like Shiki, yes. Supposedly Zeyphr, at some capacity, is a true character that did exist in the Marines. His current whereabouts, or whether or not, I assume his demise is like inevitable, like in the current story or whatever. But he was an actual Marine in the military, and he had a very similar role where he was like a father to like all these Marines. So just like Shiki, the characters are real. The events of this movie are not.
I'll take it.
Good enough for Jordan.
I didn't know about I didn't know he was canon in the show, and it was a father figure. So I'll take it. Right. I'll still call outrageous not canon, but I feel a little better now.
Okay, there you go. I'm glad that we could satiate you just a little bit.
It means he could still be alive out there somewhere.
Yes. No, I want him dead, but still, it means he had significance.
I want him dead.
It means he mattered.
It means he still mattered.
Okay, yeah. If Zephyr's walking away from this fight, that's a level of bullshit. I'm not. Yeah, this needs to be his end. I brought it up enough. I guess we'll just dive into it. One of the things that I found really interesting is this movie depicts Aokiji, right? And this is the first time we see him, even if it's not technically canon, after his fight with the Kainu. And in the movie, we can see that he has like a large scar on his shoulder and torso, and he's missing a leg, presumably from his fight with the Kainu. He never actually confirmed that or not.
I love that scene when Luffy is just like, "Hey, so what happened to your leg, bud?" And he's like, have you like ever heard don't ask certain questions? Like there's some questions you don't fucking ask. He's like, "Okay, so why aren't you with the Marines anymore?" He's like, "I don't like that one either, honestly."
He's like, two for two, Kate.
He specifically asks about Akainu too. He goes, "Weren't you guys friends?" And Kuzen's like, "Oh God, next, pass." So I played 20 questions with him.
You're not giving up, are you? Fine, I guess I'm gonna have to answer that one. I came to recuperate at the hot springs, but I keep passing out in the tub. All right, sorry, that's obviously not true. I'm looking for somebody. You can probably guess who. He's a beast, but it seems like you've been on the receiving end of his fangs.
It's Zed, huh?
Old man strong. You gotta admit that. And like yours truly, he was a Navy admiral before he quit.
So yes, we see Aokiji's current state in this movie. So we presume he lost his leg during his fight with the Kainu. This was not confirmed until recently in April, where chapter 1081 confirmed this information randomly.
Damn, spoilers.
Kuzan actually lost his leg to a Kainu.
That is technically spoilers, but that not canon? Come on.
I don't understand what you mean by it wasn't. I mean, it's been confirmed for a while. Like it's not.
No. It was never officially canon. It just seemed like kind of common sense, right? But it was never truthfully confirmed until chapter 1081.
I will accept what you're telling me, but I'm quite certain that this was expanded on. If not in the main series, then probably through some kind of SBS or something. I mean, they didn't just like pull this design out of their ass.
Well, I would have made it here.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's. I mean, you can use this design as like he had. Clearly, he's been missing a leg when we saw him in Punk Hazard, right? Just because he has a cloak on doesn't mean he suddenly.
Did you know that? I mean, did we see that he wears pants?
Never get that.
I mean, I guess.
At no point in Punk Hazard is it made apparent that he is missing a leg. There's a hint of a scar, if I remember correctly.
I understand what you're saying, and I will concede that maybe like what you're describing is true, but it feels a little far fetched. So,
well, the far fetched aspect of it is that this movie came out over 10 years ago, and it took 10 years for Oda to be like, hey, yeah, he actually lost his leg.
See, that's what I'm saying. It didn't take him 10 years to say he lost his leg there. It took him 10 years for us to see it in maybe the main story. That I will give you.
Did you just
what is this hill you're dying on, man? I don't understand.
Because he said he lost his leg there.
He is.
I don't know. We're not saying the same thing, but either way, that's fine. I don't fucking care. This is a stupid fucking discussion. Like a waste of my fucking time.
So yeah, I thought it was really interesting. It took 10 years to canonically confirm that Kuzan lost his leg during his battle with the Kainu. Other random fact, this is something I knew and I wanted to bring it up since reasons. So, as we all know, all the admirals in the Navy system have an epithet of sorts. So, you have Yellow Monkey, Red Dog, Blue Pheasant for former Admiral Aokiji in this scenario. What I did not know was all of those animals link up to the Chinese zodiac, except Aokiji's, because there's no pheasant in the Chinese zodiac. However, pheasants share the same family in terms of genetics or I forgot the word I'm looking, etymology? I don't know. Anyway, pheasants are in the same family as roosters, which is, the actual animal that's present in the Chinese zodiac. So you can make that connection that, Odo is working with this system of parallel, which I thought was cool and worth bringing up tonight.
Huh?
A rooster. There's a difference.
Who you calling a chicken?
What's that Nirvana song? Don't Fear the Rooster or something like that? What am I thinking of?
All I know is Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Well, that's fair too.
That's the clothing brand, right? Nirvana.
Nice. Well, I mean, how are we doing? Are we satisfied? I don't know. My threads are completely fucking tangled up right now.
Let's go over favorite scenes. We can also do quotes here, by the way. We can do quotes and favorite
don't worry.
scenes.
I've already quoted like all of my favorite fucking one-liners.
I'll go last because mine is pretty long.
I think my favorite scenes in this are honestly just like, I really love this. I know I was shitting on it earlier, but hear me out. I do love the sea train. Sea train's fucking beautiful in this movie, dude.
It looks great. Visually, it looks great.
But it's the sea train.
It's just so fucking good, dude. Seeing like little Nami like skating along and it looks like a fucking Miyazaki film. Fucking it instantaneous. It like has a direct line to happiness in my cerebrum. It's fucking insane. The scene where Zeph and Luffy are fighting, or sorry, Zephyr and Luffy are fighting. I keep calling this motherfucker Zeph. I tell you, man. It doesn't help that we've got.
It's been all of you
it's
tonight.
Redfoot Zeph, but Black Arm Zephyr.
Yeah, and we got Black Leg Sanji
and Black Leg Sanji, but he doesn't have a Z in his name, so it doesn't. It's
all
not
the threads overlapping.
And literally anytime Aokiji is like singing and doing his thing, doing his shanty thing, I love that fucking shanty so much, dude. It's so good.
Pretty good song.
Those are really all my favorite scenes. And then just anytime anyone's fighting, because there's just so much fluidity in this movie.
Yeah. Favorite scenes for me, definitely opening scene with Zephyr and Borsellino. Can't remember his admiral name at the moment.
It's all right. You don't need the other one. Borsellino is all you need.
It's just really cool seeing him on screen because, like, he just doesn't make many appearances and he's really cool. It's probably because Oda made him really fucking busted and can't show him off too many times.
He's not really busted. He was getting his ass handed to him in the beginning.
Yeah, I think it was more like narratively nerfing him because speed of light character. Anyway, I don't want to get hung up on it.
He kept backing up. Like, Zeph was about to smack him and he went, oh, wait, let me back up.
Well, because if the arm gets hold of him, he's toast.
Exactly. Like, his ass handed to him.
Right.
He retreated.
Zeph
stood still. He was a rock.
He's using his advantage. His advantage is range. He's playing to the strengths of his
speed of light, dude. Anyway, that's not my point here. I just like seeing Kizaru on screen. He's really cool character. I'm sure I'm not alone in this opinion, but something about Robin in that blue sweater, just so good. I love that sweater.
Dude, I mean, I know all the fits in this movie are
royal blue,
good,
fucking great.
That was a great fucking sweater.
But like when she's an adult,
she's still an adult. What?
I'm legally an adult. Yeah.
Listen, why are you trying to make this weird, bro?
Look,
I'm just saying. I'm just commenting about a sweater.
It's the same age that basically Nami is, and everyone goes on about her. I'm not really drawing the line. I'm just
Christian's like on this. He's annoyed that she got younger for some reason.
Well, yeah. I don't have a mommy complex for no reason.
Christian has a weird. He's like, no, someone younger than me stepping on me. No, I don't want that.
Yeah. I need someone who's experienced in steppies. They've been around the block.
God. I need somebody with at least 10 years of stepping experience.
And she does. I mean, did you see the two legs? She does the move again in this movie.
I mean, did you see her on stage when she was dancing?
I mean, did I fucking see her? Are you kidding me? I couldn't take my fucking eyes off the screen.
Oh, so you're not upset about her aging down, are you?
This is why he wasn't in the chat during the stream. He saw that, looked that up online, and watched it on repeat for the next hour.
Yeah, he didn't even see the rest of the movie.
He's like, this is where the movie ends for me. I need no other content.
I stopped there. I didn't watch.
I guess while I'm still at the mic, my one quote that I wrote down, this was when, after the bathhouse scene with everybody in Aokiji, and he's ready to part with them, he says,
all over the world, people like you are taken to the seas, looking for One Piece. Was it One Piece lying out there in the New World that gave rise to all these pirates? Or did the pirates give rise to One Piece? Does the man make the dream? Or the dream make the man? When pirates chase their dreams, sometimes they step on other people's dreams in the process, and sometimes they destroy people's lives. Does that mean we should crush their dream in return? Is that even possible?
Yo, Kiju's cooking.
Aokiji definitely be cooking.
Aokiji was cooking all over this movie, dude.
The
He was
whole
great.
movie. Yeah, I mean, I loved any moment Aokiji was on screen was a good time for sure. I love the opening of the movie, the first time we engaged the Straw Hats, where they're fucking around on the Sunny.
Yeah,
and
dude.
Usopp spraying his fucking pesticides everywhere, killing everybody.
Actively giving his crew like fucking mesothelioma or some
Love
shit.
it, dude.
Stop killing the crew already! Chopper and Zoro got poison in their drinks and Zoro won't stop drinking it!
This stuff's an insecticide, okay? In other words, the only thing it hurts is insects. So if the insecticide kills you, that means you're an insect!
Well, we're not insects, so that settles it. Back to drinking, even if it does taste like poison.
Hey, you're right, I'm still alive!
Should I tell them that pesticides are harmful to humans too?
You're an insect. If it's killing you, it's because you're an insect. Luffy basically kicks it off by going, Usopp, stop killing the crew already. Chopper and Zoro got poison in their drinks, and Zoro won't stop drinking it. That part killed me. And then, basically immediately after that, I think Chopper takes a swig of his milk and goes, I can live with it. And then Zoro goes, my tongue's going numb and my throat's burning, but I'll get used to it after a while.
Chopper's like, so this is a mature flavor, huh?
Yeah, that was it. And someone goes like, or Luffy comes up, I think, and takes it. He goes, I'm an adult, I'm mature, and then drinks it and goes, bleh.
That was fucking nasty.
That was gross. I hate being mature. Adulting is overrated.
Adulting's overrated. Oh man.
And then right after that, Robin coming in with the final nail in the coffin. Should I tell him that pesticides are harmful to humans too?
That's what made this scene for me personally. Just her typical just deadpan humor of like, should I tell these idiots that like they should
right before that too, the first thing she says, actually, because she's up there with Usopp watching him do all of this, and instead of commenting on the poison that he's actively putting in the air, she goes like, oh, what a lovely day. It's always so lively around here. Because
what a lovely day.
They're making a ruckus down there. And then only after all these other comments come out there, she's like, this is actually killing us, right? This is not a joke. It's not what Usopp said is bullshit.
This can actually harm us. This is not
will
just
actually hurt us.
Yeah.
I think it's funny because like she's the closest proximity with no protective gear.
Correct.
Well, yeah, but she's behind it, so and it's going downwind, so she's fine.
There really is so many layers to that, because then you got Frankie and Brooke in the background just jamming.
Yeah, Brooke is making a song out of it, and Frankie is like, "What do you stop that?" Now
even before that, they're like having some like cherry blossom festival between the two of them or something. I don't know.
Too.
They were on their own world. I was with it
too. But Brooke was definitely making a song. He's already been through this before. While his crew dies around him, he's already done this song and dance before. He's ready.
I really need to rewatch and see his reaction. I hope he says poison.
Better get the violin out.
Yeah, he goes, I think Chopper says like, oh, there's poison in my milk. And then Brooke immediately perks up. He's like, wait a minute. That's great. And Frankie goes, what are you talking about? He goes, that's a perfect song. And then he starts singing it, completely oblivious to everything else that goes on after it. I love it.
Damn.
So two Aokiji quotes just to wrap it up. When we in the opening scenes where Zed blows up the first island and doesn't take Borsalino with him, Aokiji is riding around in the ocean there on his way to the hot springs, presumably, and he sees that and he goes, damn, are you kidding me? The Navy really dropped the ball on this one. And then he just rides away.
Not my problem.
Yeah, he goes, I'm not in the Navy anymore. This ain't my shit. I'm going to the bath.
This ain't my fucking problem.
This is a Kainu issue. He won the duel. This ain't my problem. Oh God! I love the fact that he uses his power for this. By the way, I don't know if I've ever mentioned it, but the fact that he just chooses to ride a bike everywhere and makes this narrow ice path to get across the ocean is so
It is so good,
Some
though.
like stupid Mary Poppins bullshit, and I love it. Other more serious Aokiji quote, kind of serious, is when they're in the bathhouse. And I don't remember exactly what prompted it. I think somebody asked him, like, what are you doing here? Like, or if you're not an admiral, like, what are you now? And he goes, what am I now? Feels kind of weird hearing that from a skeleton. So was Brooke. Should have read the quote ahead of time. But let's see. If I'm not an admiral, then hero of justice. Okay, maybe that one's a stretch. Damn. Why don't you tell me? And then Zoro and Sanji freak out. They're like, what do you mean?
What do you mean? Like, how the fuck are we gonna know?
What do you want us to say? So good.
Yeah, that's a good
So much
bit.
existentialism from this movie. I can
All right,
appreciate
Shorty,
it.
lay it on us.
Him. The sound effect when Zeph is using his arm is absolutely beautiful. Those mechanical sounds, the kapoom, the blaster and the buster, and the two giants he wallops in like one go. It's like Dory and Broggy who.
Okay.
Every last pirate in the world is gonna be crushed under this fist of mine.
The music seamlessly shifts between all the characters' themes, especially in the intro. The way each character's presentation, it's like so subtly there. The change in tune and like when I believe her name was Ayn,
Yes,
which is like an amazing character in herself. Ayn popped up and then the music soothed out, and I was like, oh my god, yes she is. She demolished that dude in the fillers. You remember that?
Is she an amazing character? I don't feel like she's an amazing character. I feel like she's an extremely one-dimensional character.
I
do think
that
she
amazing.
suffers from very limited writing capacity. Yes, I mean she's a really cool character. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think beyond just being a loyal follower, they didn't expand a lot into like what she could really bring to the table.
I see no difference between her and Zoro, which is ironic, but cool.
I blanked out. We're talking about Ayn because Ayn is great.
You see this man gets
okay. Yeah, this is fine.
You know what else he loves? Zoro.
Hell yeah.
Link.
I hate you both, but go on.
Cool. The use of long sequences throughout the movie. For instance, at 9 minutes and 19 seconds, the times are going to be weird depending on where you watch it. You have Luffy running to the edge of the ship. It's a full shot with Robin in the foreground, both of them getting tossed around by the cannon fire. And the ship's angled, just constantly shifting, but they're still in focus. It's really nice. Another perfect example is at 53 minutes and 45 seconds. This is the same guy I said it before, Commodore Kibbin. He's fighting Zeph. It's a far away angled shot with nothing in the scene but sand and those two fighting, and it's a solid like fight sequence.
Where is Zed hiding?
He's on the other side of the island, at the sand dunes. Our forces are launching an attack on him even as we speak.
Time for Iron Body.
That's not something you see often. Like usually there's something in the background to distract you, to keep your mind sort of in focus or whatever. And they didn't. They were like, we are so confident that this shit is cool. You have nothing but ground and them. That's it. No more. I know some recent arcs have been getting a bit more creative, but this is back in 2012. We didn't have none of that. All right. This was like ahead of its time, 10 years ahead of its time.
Oh, yeah. No. This movie is so far ahead of its time in terms of animation.
Actually,
quality.
it kind of is. Yeah, if I'm going to be honest.
A similar sequence can be found in the 7th Naruto Shippuden opening, right around the 50-second mark, if you want to watch that. It's the one with Kakashi fighting one of the pains. And then in this one, see, they cheated. They used two giants in the background. They weren't confident. Lastly, I want to point out that the movie, this is the train stuff, between 40 minutes and 30 seconds all the way to 41 and 44 seconds is truly peak One Piece. It's not action. It's not sad. It's just pure relaxation. And I'll say it now, One Piece would be better as a slice of life anime.
No one conspicuous and no one who picks fights. We're just here to gather information.
But it's a resort. And ladies...
We violent, conspicuous types can hit up the hot springs before our big fight.
Splendid! Oh, and let me pick out our new clothes. I hear they have some fabulous boutiques on the island, so I'm eager to see what's in fashion this season.
Well, this is it. Whatever you do, don't get caught by the Marines. We'll split up now and meet up later.
Yes, ma'am!
This way, then.
Off we go.
I do think that I would. A lot of what I enjoy about One Piece tends to come back to slice of life energy. To be honest,
if One Piece was just Nichijou but pirates with like all these wacky like one-off fight scenes for no reason,
I would not be sad. I would be unhappy.
Attack on Titan got like a slice of life. What's it called? Not Redux spinoff.
Are you talking about those commercials?
No, Attack on Titan got like a whole high school spinoff.
Oh, I'm sorry. Attack on Titan.
Give me something
Wasn't that
like
like a
that
chibi thing?
Yeah, basically.
I mean, I don't know if it's a slice of life.
It's
I think it's.
there.
I think
Was
it's
it exclusively
like
Attack on Titan? I know there was a show that like took
Naruto also did it.
different.
well, there's another one that has like a bunch of isekais on it. Yeah, there's a couple of different ones. So there's one that's for
I think
AOT.
there was one with AOT.
There's one for
I thought it was in
AOT,
that one.
and there's
It was like a
another
whole
one.
chibi phase.
Yeah,
there was
for a
definitely a
while.
chibi phase where like, hey, here's season 1 of XYZ anime, and here's the chibi spinoff while we produce season 2, maybe.
Or part 4 of of the final season.
Part 2 of the fourth part of the final season, part 6.
I got no more notes. I'm just bullshitting now.
That's it. That's all you got. You're at the end of your list.
Those are my scenes.
you got
I don't
something
want
to
to
say?
bore you. I have like this whole Zeph character breakdown thing. Nah.
I got then 2 quick things to say then before we transition. Do you guys want good news first or bad news first?
Bad news.
All right, cool. This film was Tako Ishimori's final performance as Sengoku before passing away in 2013. He would be replaced by Toru Okawa, RP, my man, Tako Ishimori.
Legend.
You remember when I told you that the guy who was the dub voice, so this wasn't his last performance because this movie actually got released in dub while they were still dubbing Marineford, I think. Funny enough, because that's how far behind they were at the time.
Wow.
Or actually might even been early. It might even been like Thriller Bark or some stupid shit. But the dub actor who also, you would know him probably more so as Fuhrer Bradley from Fullmetal Alchemist, also passed at some point and did not reprise his role at about the same point in the series, which is very sad.
RP, my mans. Other little fact here is in an interview with Toyo Kezai, director Tetsuya Nagamine said that he suggested the titles of Dream Crusher or Dream Smasher because of Z's efforts to crush pirate dreams. However, Oda did not think these titles were catchy enough and preferred to just name it Z after the antagonist.
Except it's Zephyr, Zeto. Pick one.
Listen,
It's
man,
literally
I
just
saw the
Zed
Z
or
in
Zephyr. There's nothing
quotations.
else.
I say Z because that's how I read
That's
the
fine.
letter.
And I'm telling you that it's equally acceptable to read it as Zed, and you are making a choice
No,
to
it
be
is.
wrong.
It is. I'm just saying that they're all. It's too many. Give me one. Let's change it. Let's make it. This is now film Y. Why isn't there more of it?
Why isn't
Why
there
can't I
more?
have a
Why,
second
why
version?
isn't this canon?
Why isn't there
Why
part
isn't
two?
this canon? I don't know, dude. All right, are we good? Do we have all the threads?
I think. How do you end the show again?
What do you mean end the show? We have a whole second half to go through.
fucking Jordy, just fucking sit down. All right, sit back, take a breather. We got it. We'll find you. Okay. Anyway, next week is going to be.
Wait,
not
don't
what
read
this
what I wrote
says.
there.
This is not what it's going to be.
We don't know what we're doing next week.
We don't know what we're doing.
We don't know what we're
next
doing for the
week.
next several weeks.
We don't know when this is releasing.
When you know, we know.
We're doing something probably.
Shifty stuff.
Moving on to quotes. We pretty much already did quotes, so we can just fucking move on, honestly. Golden Hand. Golden Hand.
Okay.
I mean, come on.
We all know it's going to be Zephyr.
Yeah.
But
Jordy's already about to type it.
I'm hearing no. I'm going to hear some alternatives.
Robin, that blue sweater.
No, I can't. I mean, I'm with you. I am with you. Believe
with
me.
you.
I can't.
But not for
I
Golden
like it.
Hand.
I just can't. No, I just can't.
I can't do it. I
If
understand.
it was like regular One Piece, I would have done it.
Yeah, if it was regular One Piece, I would have done
heartbeat.
it. But this is not the feel. This was actually a very interesting film with a very gravitating villain, and I would feel like it's a crime if we give it to anybody other than Zed here. Maybe Aokiji just because he's badass.
I was going to
but...
counterpoint with Aokiji. I was letting the dust settle.
Oh, speaking of, the other day, that episode, I think it was the official end of Punk Hazard came out. I unfortunately missed that night. Y'all picked Aokiji just to spite me, huh?
Absolutely. What are you talking about? Why would I ever pick Law when you're not there?
I just thought it was really funny. I think it was Devin who mentioned it. He was like, let's pick Law, but instead of making a Law's face, let's use a snail chat photo. And I was like, he doesn't realize that's a W for me. I'll take it.
Yeah, that's exactly why I didn't want to do that. Oh boy,
Justin, you should really reel back your Law love, and more Law votes would come in. Not anymore, because you sort of burned that bridge, but, just for the future.
Nah.
Yeah, it's too late for him.
The winning is inconsequential. It's about my propaganda.
I don't feel like we finished voting for the golden ham.
Oh, are we not?
We all said Zeyphr. We were just kind of throwing memes
nobody
out.
Like officially cast their vote except
it's
for
even
Brendan.
in the sheet.
We all knew, Christian.
Right,
All right, we were just showing memes.
The sheet says what it says.
Zeto Kaiba.
Zeto
Kaiba. Sorry, I saw Zeto and I couldn't help myself. All right, moving on to Zed wins, by the way. To fan mail. We have a fan mail this week. Justin, do you have it right?
Yes. This is from our listener, Beanie Boy. They write, "Hi guys, I'm a huge fan of the podcast. I've been listening from the start. You guys have been coming up with some really funny bits lately, and I have a few questions for you. If you had to describe the Straw Hats in 3 words, what would they be?" Wait, that was my only question. Anyway, I hope you guys keep making good quality content. P.S. Buggy Gang, P.S. hashtag Justice for Smiley.
Justice for Smiley.
Buggy Gang and Justice for Smiley. We'd love to see it.
So if we have to describe these Straw Hats in 3 words, what would they be?
Absolute fucking goons.
Nailed it.
Would it? Wait, all of them or each individual one?
All of them.
I think
that was not specified.
It sounds like they want us to wholesale apply 3 words.
Less one than each one, but I'll take it. Damn, I think
he got it.
I'm done.
I think he nailed it. I can't think of anything better than absolute fucking goons.
Let me cook.
Because it's so universal. Like, goons could be like a term of endearment. It could be because they're fucking idiots, which they absolutely are. It's perfect. It fits everything.
It's everything we can want and need.
I feel like this might be a bit of a cheap shot to Beatty out here, but unfortunately, I think we have a unanimous decision.
I wish we could give you more.
I'm like 70% way.
But I don't think we can give you more.
That's what I said. Like, it'd be more interesting if we got through each character rather than like an overall thing.
I mean, if you have a character that speaks to you, like I'll do.
Not really. I'm just trying to.
I'll do Usopp for fun since he's my favorite. Let me think of something.
Cool.
Zoro. What would I say about Zoro?
Luffy is big monkey brain.
That was a lot of
big
words.
Monkey brain does work.
It was 3 words.
Luffy is big monkey brain. Those are the words that you're thinking about.
Okay. Got it. I had to break this apart. Understood.
I got one for Frank.
Nice.
You guys want to know?
Sure. What do you got?
Advanced shake weight.
All right, I'm done with this bit.
So disrespectful. I want to think of something better, but the first thing that came into my head when I thought of Zoro was my sword hero.
My sword hero. I'm sorry. I thought you said stored hero. I was like, what the
Zoro
fuck?
kind of speaks for himself. You could just say 3 sword style.
Yeah, but like I want it to come from my heart.
Not really like a descriptor of him. It's just kind of like what he does. But
that would be Zoro describing himself. I'm me describing Zoro, and I want to do him a little bit better justice. You know.
I actually can't think of anything to say for like Usopp. I mean, he's just like a cool guy.
You know what,
guy.
Zoro?
3 words.
Yeah,
a cool guy.
He's a cool guy.
Well, because like if you limit me to 3 words, like I can't really express like the things that I gravitate about.
I got one. I got one from Brooke.
Go on.
Puff puff pass.
Puff puff pass.
That's pretty good.
Indeed, dude. Stoner Brook is a fucking vibe and a half. Holy shit.
Zoro
Probably
is
my favorite part of all Strong
right-hand
World.
man. I like that.
I mean, is he though? I mean, like he's just like a guy.
No. He's a right hand man. Don't disrespect him like that.
I don't like this energy, honestly. He's just like there. He would never call himself the right hand man, so why are you doing it?
Talking about the same show.
He would never call himself the right hand man, so why are you?
Yes, but that's not what the prompt is. It's not. We're not asking Zoro to describe himself in any capacity. We would already know.
We're saying to describe him to the best of our ability with something that's relevant.
Hold up.
You are putting energy on your boy. Anyway, go ahead.
Guess this one.
We're not watching the same show.
Money.
Money.
Mr. Krabs?
No, it would be money, tangerine. To be perfectly honest.
Belly.
Belly
Belly works.
Belly. That's what her snail chat sounds like when it rings.
That's definitely her ringtone.
It just says belly instead of beta.
Robin's is where the poneglyphs.
Where dem poneglyphs. All right. Did we get? Yeah, we got everybody. Yeah, we didn't get Sanji.
There's like a lot.
We didn't do Chopper or Sanji.
I said I did Zoro. That's where I'm
Sanji
stopping.
was like my first thought was let him cook, but that's kind of lame.
He just cooks.
Describe Sanji with 3 words.
He doesn't just cook though. He does so much though. It's not fair.
I wish he'd only cook. That's what I would love to say, but I can't fit that many words.
Wait, I got a 2-for-1.
Okay.
Sanji and Zoro.
Jesus.
Wait, but that's
all right. Just feeding them.
Wait, no, I've learned that the name matters with Zoro and Sanji.
Yes, Zoro and Sanji.
I've learned the position of the names matters.
Yeah, you got it right. It's very, very important.
Get it right.
All right, so that's 2 out of 2. We're almost done. Easy peasy.
The only one left is Chopper. I got nothing for Chopper. Just cute little doctor.
Wait, Zoro kisses Sanji. There we go.
Zoro. Now we're talking. So now that's what they want to hear.
Not really a descriptor of either of those characters.
Zoro kisses Sanji.
The amount of fucking
easy. Look at that.
Fanfic we are inspiring
1, 2, 3.
tonight.
I got 5 down. What do you guys do? Come on.
All right. Well, I'm
Listen,
putting
this is your own
cute-
crusade, all right? I was just...
I'm saying cute little doctor for Chopper, and I'm moving on from this fucking question.
Okay, cool.
Moving on to Patreon shoutouts. Twiggo, it's still you. We love you, Twiggo.
He's that guy.
Remember to drink water, Twiggo.
Yeah. Oh, I hope you're buying yourself something special. You know?
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the grab bag. I have the bag. Who wants to reach in and grab something?
I feel like it has to be Jordy, right?
Jordy.
Why? I never have the bag, right?
Well,
don't
that's
add
fine.
it.
No, but
Brendan has the bag.
I have the bag. I'm
so
asking.
reach in and get it.
I'm asking you to
Oh,
grab
okay.
the thing.
What happens if I kick it? Kick.
Dude,
why the fuck would you kick it?
You didn't even kick the bag. You just
kicked it from the bottom.
Why?
Have
You
some
literally just
respect.
kicked me.
All right, let me kick it from the bottom. Whatever pops out, we win.
Oh, wow. Hey, shit. I caught it. No, that actually worked.
What'd you get?
Oh, look at that. I got, it's upside down. Career Day. And this week we are doing the return fruit. And for those keeping track at home, that is Ein's devil fruit from this very movie. In fact,
yeah,
I guess we didn't want to do the grow fruit wasn't on the table then, huh?
This is more interesting.
It's a little like straightforward.
This is harder,
there,
but it's more interesting.
I was cooking with something, and
okay.
I didn't fully flesh it out, but what I was more or less on the line of, like, what if we turn the return user into like a doctor, but for like really bad medical cases, like, well, a part of it was because I don't necessarily inherently understand how the fruit works in terms of like, let's say you recently became an amputee and you get hit with the return fruit. Are you like rewound to the state pre-amputation? Or are you just,
it seems like 12 years is a hard, this is how it works. That is the hard rule, it seems like.
Yeah, but what he's saying is like, if you get amputated and you go back 12 years, does the arm like magically get fused back to your body?
He's trying to say, why didn't Z do this thing and get super strong?
I'm not trying to say nothing. I'm just asking the question.
That's what it sounds like. It sounds like you're trying to pull holes in it. To rebuttal this, Z is a absolute Chad. He said, I don't want.
My man took my question as a personal attack on Z, and I was nowhere near that.
I base this off of nothing, but I am going to choose to go under the assumption that it will not reverse time. It will reverse an individual's age.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is how I am choosing to define this devil fruit.
Are you saying they revert back to their 12 years prior form? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think we're like getting too much in the weeds here.
Yeah, well, because what Justin wants clarity on, the fact of the matter is, if she touches you, or if they touch you, you go back 12 years, period. So every time you get touched, it's a 12-year hard cap. Then the other question is, if you get amputated and you go back 12 years, will you go back 12 years and your arm...
I would say that's demonstrated in the movie.
Let me finish. Do you go back 12 years and your arm magically comes back to your body?
Right. I would say yes. I would say that's demonstrated in the movie with the fact that
I feel like that would work.
I feel like it would work because Nami turns into a child. Robin turns back 18. They lose the features of their 20-year-old bodies.
Right,
and
but then you have the situation with Chopper. Why didn't he turn back into a deer?
Yeah, like why wouldn't
did he what?
Why didn't he turn back into a deer?
Why didn't he turn back into a deer?
Like, technically, he would have lost his devil fruit, maybe, right? I don't fully know the timeline there, but
that's just whoever made
the logic is there, but even like the people writing the story didn't care.
That's them breaking their own rules. Then, like, it doesn't.
That's what I'm saying. I don't. Okay, so I feel like it's not a fair assessment to call body changes via puberty to be equivalent to whether or not your arm fucking gets fused back to your body from going back in time. I don't think these things are equivalent. You are undoing puberty. That's completely different energy.
So what was the job Justin? That
It
you
was
wanted
going to
to
be
do?
like a doctor, but with a really cool niche of like, I am called in for very
It
medically
doesn't even
extreme
have to stop
scenarios.
there. Like you can just this person is just like they are like the perfect healer. You can just turn someone back 12 years. Now it's also
Would you call that
comes with,
perfect?
well, yeah. Like I mean, if an old person walks in your building, then you can go, all right, you're now 12
But
years younger again. The only
This is entirely dependent on one person remaining conscious.
right.
Like the rest of existence.
That's the caveat here is that the ability goes back when whatever the person did is reversed when they become unconscious. So essentially, you have to work around something. You have to work or whatever job you're trying to assign this person. It can't be an attempt at a permanent solution because this person would never be allowed to fall asleep again.
Okay. Got you. Valid points.
True.
Valid points.
Yes.
They can sleep. They just can't be unconscious. Like
That's unconscious.
Forcibly.
No.
Forcibly.
That's no.
I don't know, man. I don't know what Zoro did.
Zoro knocked her out. That's it. Yeah, it's sleeping forcibly.
Like a solid day passed. She definitely slept. She definitely slept.
I know, which is the other problem, which is why I'm saying that they don't know what they're doing with this fruit, man. They just they tried.
Fruit.
It was such a broken fruit that they just were like, it's not canon anyways. Who
And
cares?
explain to me if there's like a medical difference between sleeping and being knocked unconscious. I assume there is, but I want actual facts there.
I would
bet you
imagine there's a certain level of brain activity that is different.
Yeah, I would imagine there's like different brain activity between these two events, and that's the important distinction
This
here.
coming
But anyway,
from somebody that is not a
Doctor's
neurological scientist.
Okay, I have a potential candidate. All right, police officer. But hear me out.
Oh boy, here we go.
I don't want to hear you out.
Hear me out. No. Hear me out. This is a deviation.
No.
We're deviating. All right. We're becoming super secret undercover.
I'm taking your walk. I don't want your fucking
Is this the non-canon episode?
We're becoming super secret agents, right? You take two agents. One of them has the power. One of them doesn't. The one with the power makes the other one like a really young child. And then this pretty much like the plot to Kindergarten Cop, except instead of
this
the
sounds
teacher,
like the plot
now
to 21
student.
Jump Street, except we actually aged them
And
down.
you're asking your fellow classmates, what does your daddy do? And then, the rest of the movie.
You could have at least started off by calling them like international super spies
and by
or
the way,
something.
the line is, who is your daddy and what does
I
he do?
wanted to hear how you would react if I said police. That is the main purpose.
Who is your daddy and what does he do? That's the line. You fucked it up.
Super undercover agents.
This sounds like you missed the opportunity to just say we're going to start 21 Jump Street.
No, this is lame.
That's lame.
Kindergarten Cop is the better version of whatever that movie you just said was.
Okay.
Well,
whatever.
So I guess I don't know if we'll draw lines in the sand about like how the limitations of her power works. I still don't love the idea that like you could like undo like physically traumatic injuries, but
I'm okay with saying that's a no-go. I just want to ask the question.
I think the only like logical job for anyone with this fruit has to be like something Botox related, like youth related surgery. Like I understand where Christian's coming from. Like it can't be a permanent solution, but like at the end of the day, it's a very niche service. They charge like thousands of fucking dollars so that this 90-year-old lady, even if it does undo itself when she goes to sleep and not knocked out or whatever, like. Yeah, hey, if you give me $12,000 for every session, you too can be 26 for a night, and there you go. Either way, like, you still make fucking.
I'm on a
bank
similar
this.
wavelength as you, but I took it a little differently. I was thinking, so how plenty of cosmetic industry commercials, right? Especially a lot of those products marketed toward women to like look more youthful, tighten up wrinkles, and blah blah blah. I was thinking this person could work in that like commercialized cosmetic industry where like, you're trying to pitch a product and you're like, bam, look at the results. Age these people 12 years younger. The before and after photos.
This guy's a villain, bro.
He's trying to scam people.
Trying to scam people.
You're going to tell me the industry doesn't do that already?
Well, yeah, they do, but they're villains. So this makes you
we
a villain.
hate them.
Well, I don't have the power. I'm just saying the person who had the power could do this, all right? That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't know, man.
This man
Justin's
is
on
always
something.
yelling at patriarchy, but then he also wants to be patriarchy.
He becomes it. It's him.
Whoa.
He wants to
I am not
replace it.
endorsing. I am not joining anything. I am simply playing the game, okay?
I am simply
What
wishing
you
to
spill
be
out,
them.
This stuff spilling out, it's part of you. That is you. It's in your
You
head.
don't know me?
You don't know me.
Apparently, I don't know. Apparently not.
But yeah, apparently not, just so we're clear. I don't know you at all, actually.
Christian, you got anything?
I don't have anything along the lines of like what I was necessarily thinking, but I can tell you, breaking the rule of like it can't be permanent. My initial thought was that this person could be a farmer and not use it on the plants, but you use it on the soil to give it the nutrients back.
Oh, that might work.
You just have an unlimited supply of fertilizer. You're essentially a human fertilizer at that point.
Well, since you're stuck on that 12-year thing, though, like, how do you know it's going to be like a positive change? Like, I agree, like, there's a certain timeline where you get a better soil, but it doesn't always happen to be like in a 12-year interval. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you can be assured that this was farmland that was untouched.
So you spend
every
12 years studying a certain farmland, wait 20 years, and then
you don't have to be the one who they don't have to be the one who was there. They don't even have to be the farmer. They can just be like Brendan. They could be a traveling salesperson and be like, hey, you want a kick-ass harvest this year? Give me $10,000 and I'll make sure you have the best harvest of your life.
And they'll be like, fucking say less.
And then they'll slam the door in their face.
No, then I'll go into their farm and touch grass for 3 days and just make their yard super fucking young or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't stay young. So it's like if the plant isn't already grown on that specific day, you're like out of luck because you got to go to bed and you wake up back to normal.
Well, right. That's why I prefaced this with, before we put the like permanency thing on it, this was what I was thinking. I really don't have a good idea for a like non-permanent, like this being a solution to a non-permanent problem that like isn't affected by you going to sleep that night. Like it wouldn't matter.
The only thing I can think of is like if it's some kind of like service related thing and you just use your power like for vanity. And just like, hey, here you go, guys. Enjoy this. Hey, I'll make sure to stay up for the next 24 hours. Enjoy yourself. After 24 hours, congratulations. You go back to normal.
What if you become a exclusive vintage cab driver? You find a rundown car, you activate the power, 12 years younger, and you get brand new, well, not brand new, I guess, pristine car, works, whatever. By the end of the day, you park it somewhere, you go to bed, you wake up. No one's stolen it because it's busted as hell. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I mean, that's not awful. Yeah.
But I feel like that'll only service you. That's not a job. Like
no, because people love to ride around and
work for Uber. Your job is an Uber driver.
You will daily. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So they become like a very like niche taxi driver. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. It's like a very like you want to drive around in whatever car. I don't know cars. Whatever car this is. Then call us up and we'll pick you up.
The problem is you 24-hour restoration.
You have to find like a really, really weird safe zone with whatever car you've chosen, because if you just get a car that was refurbished, it's like a fucking like 66 Chevrolet, you know, like it only got refurbished like 6 years ago. Before that, it was sitting in a garage rotting away.
You might be right, but what if this is why technology exists in Monorail, the Carfax, bro.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. You got to do a lot of research here.
All you got to do is research once. The rest free everything else.
Also, I guess I was misunderstanding. I would assume you just kind of went to like a junkyard, found whatever old ass beat up, cars on the lot.
You can do trial runs.
And then you just fucking smack it real quick and be like, yo, what you look like 12 years ago?
Yeah, see, look, this guy gets it. Good, Justin, you looking for a job?
You realize you're saying Justin gets it. You're confiding in Justin right now.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys are just either overthinking it or just not seeing the vision.
Right. Well,
no, he gets it. We go to a junkyard. We reverse age a bunch of random cars, whichever one looks best. We take.
All right, that's fair enough.
I see profit.
There's promise in that.
See, I just feel bad that I can't think of any other job that a person with this power would have.
I can't come up with anything. I'm completely lost on this.
Undercover agents, come on.
Undercover agents.
With the caveat that it's not permanent. Imagine the hijinks. You have to run home because the other person is about to fall asleep and you don't want to turn back to an adult. So you have to run. You have to like.
I'll give you like a secret agent, but I don't love the narrative. Like the story that you gave me just honestly made me want to like not listen to your thought.
Imagine Detective Conan, but with extra steps.
Yeah, like just pitch me the guy who infiltrated MI6 and fucking saved the world or whatever.
I was playing kindergarten cop, man.
That's fine. I'll stick with that. That's all I got. I don't think I have anything else for this guy.
I think we're good.
Okay. right, who does anyone want to do the social plugs? Jordy, do you want to social plug us? You never do it. Come on.
I don't know what to say. I'm worse than Devin.
That's not true.
Follow us on the socials and join the Discord. Goodbye.
Okay.
Where can they do those things?
Where can they do those things? What are our socials, Jordy?
It's something.com.
Don't you fucking play aloof with me, old man. I swear to God, you better do it right.
Yeah, for the listeners at home, he made the socials, just so we're clear.
Yeah, just because I made it doesn't mean I stuck around.
He owns the email.
All right, follow
It's
us
in the background.
or follow Panda Sightings. You can message us at Gmail at pandasightings@gmail.com. You can follow us on Twitter at Panda Sightings. We have a Discord. You should join that. It's in a link tree that is probably somewhere on our wherever your audio thing is that you are listening to us on. I almost said Spotify, but you might not be listening on Spotify, which I respect. Yeah,
good portion of you are.
A decent portion of you
well
are.
over half.
That's for sure.
Some would say the only portion that matters.
All right, hold on.
I wouldn't say that.
Please do not. Please do not do that to a large portion of our audience. All right, don't diminish them, please.
Thank you all for listening. As always, it was so much fun.
And you thought that you would do worse than Devin when this man clearly did worse than Devin.
That I did worse than Devin?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, well, fuck.
Did he?
Did I?
Wow, damn, dude.
It was definitely better than Jordy. Whatever Jordy's just spit out.
Jordy was being facetious.
Was I?
Was he?
Was I, though?
I don't think he was.
I believe.
I don't think I was either.
All right.
All right.
Should we leave
Bye.
now?
I'm ending it.
Bye.
Oh, I guess we're leaving now.
All right, they're gone. Now I can continue to talk about Film Z. Okay, wait.
Still not canon, by the way.
Hey, you're still recording?
Maybe.
Press stop. Stop it.
All right, I'm pressing
Get
stop.
out of here. My time to shine. Wait, where are my notes? I closed my notes out. All right. Well, I'm too lazy to bring them back up. Goodbye.
I lied. I was still recording.
That's all.
It swallows up in its warm embrace, so knowingly and
Stop crying! Until he took his last breath, our master held to his beliefs. That's the coolest thing in the whole damn world.
You're gonna pay for this! I'll be ready for a rematch. Because I am a hero of justice!